Hello lovely friends from Cologne. Welcome to my second video backpacking Germany. If you watched my last video, you would know that I am tucked up in Airbnb, solo travelling and practising my German. I really hope you enjoy coming with me to explore Cologne and Stuttgart. Hello. Oh my god, it was so sweet. My Airbnb host texted me and was like, oh, I'm going grocery shopping, like what would you like? And I asked for non-dairy milk and some granola because I'm such a breakfast person that the thought of not having breakfast in the house is like stressful to me. Like I just love knowing that I just have a healthy breakfast ready. I'm gonna eat this and I'm gonna plan my day.
And everyone was getting in, but you can't swim, and all the waves were crashing in. Don't you believe anything?
It is a rainy day in glorious Cologne. My Airbnb friends were kind enough to give me an umbrella. So I don't know why I'm wearing sunglasses. I think that's just me being optimistic that the weather's gonna change. I am heading into central Cologne. I want to go to the big cathedral, the Kölner Dome. I want to go see the river Rhine and probably find a cafe, get a matcha latte and the small essentials of life. Maybe get some lunch and then I'll meet my friend later. I love solo days though. I've had the most peaceful morning ever. I spent an hour journaling about my time in Hamburg just to process it, to capture my reflections of the city before I'm overwhelmed by new information of a new city. Really recommend that to anyone who's backpacking, is to have a method of processing your experiences, whether it's journaling or talking to someone at home, but just get the stories down somewhere because so much happens in such a short space of time and it's nice to be able to reflect on it again. And I also did a tarot card reading for myself and I brought my tarot cards with me even though I have barely any space in my backpack, and I'm so glad that I did. Like it feels like the loveliest tool for self-reflection and just staying true to my authentic self. Like it's just, yeah, it's wonderful. I am that witch. I am that girl. Today I am reminded of a classic German phrase. Es gibt kein schlechtes Wetter, nur schlechtes Kleidung. Which basically means there's no bad weather, just bad clothes. And I've not really packed for rain, so I have schlechtes Kleidung. But I am happy in my purple and blue, bringing the colour to the grey rain. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I had no expectations for this dome. I was like, I live in London, like how pretty can this building be? London has so many wonderful buildings. This is so pretty, so stunning. Guys, especially in the rain, like everything looks so grey, and then turning the corner and just having this gorgeous silhouette against the white sky. It's so, so beautiful. I'm so glad I came here. Yay! I found the Rhine. Rhein. I can see it in the distance. And the rain has kind of stopped now. Yay! That afternoon and evening, I met up with a very old friend from Berlin and we went to a photo studio with her friends for an art fundraiser that they were finishing. It's always nerve-wracking being slotted into new friendship groups, especially in another language, but it was such a good chance for me to practice my German.
Of a $30,000 scholarship is Miss Louisiana Erica Schwartz and the new.
Hi guys, so I'm just about to leave Cologne. Just wanted to reflect on my experience here quickly. So my first night I stayed in the Airbnb, and then tonight I was lucky enough to stay with a friend who I met in Berlin like 3 years ago and I've not seen for 3 years. And I think out of all the places, I'm so glad that Cologne was the one where I spent it with people, because to me this is a city where you really have to know people. It's not the dreamiest tourist city, it's not very aesthetic, it's not that pretty apart from the cathedral and a few areas in the old town. It's kind of, I don't want to say ugly because that feels reductive and mean, but it is somewhat ugly. But I've heard like the people are amazing and the events are amazing, so you kind of need to know people to help them slot you into the cool circles. My friend Francie is currently training to be a carpenter, and she spent the weekend doing a non-profit fundraiser of screen printing old prison pajamas. Isn't that such a cool niche art project? They like had this whole huge photo studio, they had like a team of friends all screen printing cool designs onto them. So yesterday I joined them and saw the end of that project, and then they had this like celebratory movie night with a projector, and we watched Little Miss Sunshine, which is a movie I have never heard of. But guys, if you've not seen Little Miss Sunshine, it's such a good movie. It's like funny but also heavy, and being slotted into friendship groups of people my age is the most terrifying but best thing that I can do for practicing my German, because they're not gonna adapt a group of 10 people to speak English, right? Like I'm gonna have to listen to the conversations in German, I'm gonna have to like slot in my German when I can, and if I can't, I'll try and speak English and hope that they understand bits. So I really feel like I practice my German, but also it's so exhausting, and also I feel like I have no personality. Who am I in German? I am so boring, I'm not funny, I say the most basic things, like I like nature. I go to the park. Like I literally say the most basic things ever, but oh well. My friend Francie left really early this morning for work, so I just had a chill morning to myself in the apartment, which I'm really grateful for. And now I'm gonna get a train, a 2-hour train to Stuttgart to stay with a friend that I met in Argentina, in Buenos Aires. So I've not seen her for 2 years. We met once. This trip is very spontaneous and reconnecting with random connections I've made over the years, so it's good fun. And just allowing myself to be open-minded and to embrace the beautiful spontaneity that can come my way on this trip. The people I'm meeting, the things I'm seeing, everything I'm doing, I'm just trying to have this state of openness. Please bring me wonderful and incredible and meaningful experiences. Okay, let's go to Stuttgart. Also, everyone who I told I was going to Stuttgart to, they were like, why? So let's see if it's a good city. Everything is so delayed. I've been here for an hour already and we have to get a different train. I don't know about you, but it is very out of my comfort zone to ask to stay with old connections or friends that I'm not that close to. Like, as someone who is more of a people pleaser, I hesitate for fear of being a burden. Like, even if people say, oh, if you're in the area, like, you should tell me and you can come to my house, I rarely ever do that because I just don't want to be a burden. However, on this trip, I really went out of my comfort zone and reached out to people that I'd only met once or by chance, like Fabienne, whose friend recognized me in Buenos Aires. She watched my videos. To me, this is how you open yourself up for good spontaneity. When you know that you're safe enough because you kind of know the person that you're staying with, but there's this endless possibility for what could happen because you don't know them that well, and you get to experience a place through a local's eyes, and that is worth so much more than any fancy hotel could ever give you. There's also this gracious humility that comes from being a guest in someone's house. You are asking to enter their world and allowing yourself to be taken care of without monetary return. Something about it feels so human. Good tour guiding. This is what I think of when I think of Germany. Brot. We did a proper tour of Stuttgart, and I even went to the library, which is one of my favourite things to explore in new places. Welcome to the library. Look how futuristic this library is. It's like factory mechanics to bring the books back to the right place when you lend them back.
Reingeschossen.
Oh. Oh. Wow, I want a dog that will just sit on my lap while I work.
That's the dog. And I just much energy, I think.
Oh, it just wants love and attention. I can't get over how tiny he is.
Yes.
Like, his head is like...
He's so fast.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I just put on my jacket. He also actually likes it.
I love him. Hi, my lovely friends. Hi from Stuttgart. I'm currently in bed after such a long but wonderful day. So my train was really delayed. My journey took double the time it was meant to take, so I ended up getting here mid-afternoon rather than midday. But that did not stop me doing over 20,000 steps. We walked the entirety of Stuttgart, my god, and also watched the entire Austria versus France match, which was so fun. I'm so grateful to Fabienne for hosting me in her house, and I have this like lovely bedroom to myself, which is such a luxury. She's in her second last year of high school, so she literally came after school to come pick me up and then tour me around the city, and she has a maths exam tomorrow, so we were like doing some studying with her. But I just feel so honoured with how she's like given me her time in such a stressful point of her life. Again, I just feel so lucky to have slotted into someone's life for a few days to be able to witness her gorgeous family and this cute dog that they're taking care of. Unfortunately, I'm not here for long though, so tomorrow I am off to Lake Konstanz, and my brother is coming from Berlin. What the hell? Literally to come on this like mini holiday with me for 3 days. Lake Konstanz is right on the border with Switzerland, so it's like this beautiful German-Swiss lake, clear water in the middle of the mountains, and I truly cannot wait. I cannot wait to be in the middle of nature, just disconnect from the world and relax. And practice German with my brother, who did A-level German and got an A star, so he can teach me everything he knows. I'm currently reading Hanny und Nanny by Enid Blyton, which is so cute. This is a translated book of a book that I read as a child. It's children's level, but it's a challenge for me. In London, I volunteer in a school and I help this 8-year-old boy learn how to read. And he's quite slow when he's reading, and there'll be all these big words he doesn't understand, and I help guide him through it. And me reading this children's book makes me feel like how he must feel during our reading sessions. Stressed, overwhelmed, trying his best. So I'm gonna read for a bit and then go to sleep.